Capital Hoops here with Roosevelt guard Isaiah Gross. Isaiah, game high, 23 points tonight. Came off the bench.
Yeah.
You really filled it up, and obviously your team needed every one of those points. Talk about gritting this win out today, overtime game against Wise.
Oh man, that's just the biggest face of adversity we had. That's the biggest face of adversity we had against Bowie. But Wise is a good team. They have a good organization, so we knew coming into this game it was going to be a dogfight. But I'm proud of my teammates that we gutted out this win.
18-2, you guys are up, and they tie the game up, and they take a 5-point lead. How does that lead dissipate that fast?
Well, we started playing a little selfish, but we came together as a team, and we all said what we had to say and just moved on. Like we say, next play, so that's what we did.
Sherwyn hits that three that had to take a lot of momentum out of you guys. It seems like you guys were on quite a run there. He hits that buzzer beater three.
Yeah.
How were you guys able to be so successful in overtime? I don't even know if they scored in overtime. You guys end up winning by 13.
Well, like I said, adversity came, and Sherwyn is a good player, but I'm proud that my brothers came together and we gutted that win out, because I don't want our season to end, and I just know that it's one game at a time, so we're on to the next game.
Isaiah Gross, congratulations, great job. We'll see you at the regional championship Friday.
See you.
Capital Hoops here at Roosevelt guard Juston Bailey. Just an emotional win. You guys were up 18-2. They come back, take a lead, kind of back and forth there in the fourth quarter. Sherwyn hits that crazy three. Just kind of talk about your mindset right now after that impressive.
I mean, coach always tells us one stop. You know, we wear it on our shirts, and you know, Wise a tough competitor, but we just, you know, we had to get stops down the stretch and, you know, win that game.
I know this was a big game for you guys, but you guys got to reset and get ready for a regional championship with Xfinity on the line. How do you kind of recompose and get ready for another big game on Friday?
You know, coach says it after the games. I mean, that was a great win, but he told us right after we got to focus on the next game, and we got practice tomorrow, so we're going to have our film session. We're going to make sure we get ready for Blade as best as possible.
All right, Juston Bailey, congratulations. Great win. We'll see you at the regional chip on Friday.
Thank you.
Capital Hoops here with Roosevelt guard Cam Brown. Cam, you hit that baseline three right after Keyshawn hit that three for Wise to give them a lead that kind of gave you guys the lead back. Huge shot. Talk about that shot that you made there.
I just saw Jaden driving baseline, and in practice we work space and shooting every day, so I just flooded to the corner, and he passed me the ball and knocked down the shot.
Sherwyn hits that crazy buzzer beater three. What's going through your mind after he hits that shot? You know there's going to be 4 more minutes on the clock.
I just knew that if we just kept getting stops, we would end up winning the game. So if we just got stops, it would convert to offense, and we didn't have to do any sets because we're better in transition. So if we got stops, we would win the game.
Bladensburg Friday, obviously, perhaps the premier player in the county, Oladapo. I know you've played him before.
Really, it's just we know if we worry about everybody, so we just get stops and help play defense as a team. We can get out on offense and win the game.
All right, Cam Brown, congratulations, great job today. We'll see you at the regional chip Friday.
Thank you.
Capital Hoops here with Roosevelt guard Jaden Faulkner. Jaden, you were on this team last year when you guys came in here, had a double-digit lead with 4 minutes to go, and you guys blew it, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Tonight, similar situation. You guys are up 18-2. They take a 5-point lead with 3 minutes left. Just talk about the adversity and how you guys kind of battled back and gritted out a win.
He just said stay focused on what we was here for. We knew they was gonna make a run because we came out hot. We knew we was gonna go through a slump. We came through our slump. We overfought our slump. We went through a slump for 2 quarters. And we just fall back in the fourth quarter.
What's going through your mind when Sherwyn hits that three?
When Sherwyn hits that three for the game.
It's a forced overtime.
Oh yeah, when he does. I mean, he wasn't supposed to get it off. We were supposed to do something else for him not to get it off, but he got it off. So they were celebrating. So coach told us they celebrate too much, so we're gonna get them in overtime.
Bladensburg Friday, a team you're very familiar with, a team you've played many times. How do you get your guys focused for that game?
Everybody already focused for that game. They say we shouldn't have won the last time we beat them, so we're gonna come out ready to go. We're just gonna come out ready to go.
All right, Jaden Faulkner, appreciate it. See you Friday.
Thanks.
Capital Hoops here at Roosevelt, Coach Brendan O'Connell. Coach, last year, you come to Wise, you guys have a double-digit lead with 4 or 5 minutes left, and it slips away. Today, it looks like perhaps the same thing is repeating itself. You guys get out to an 18-2 lead. They have a 4 or 5 point lead with 3 minutes left. Talk about what's going through your mind as the game unfolds.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't thinking about last year in the moment. You know, we were just thinking about trying to get one stop and play the game. You know, by 4 or 5 minutes left, we had already blown the lead. So at that point, we were just trying to fight and scrap and do whatever we could to come out on top.
You guys come back from, 20 down against Bowie the other night?
22, yep.
22 down in the second half against Bowie. Tonight, crazy win. How do you regroup for Friday after, you guys are pretty high right now after 2 pretty crazy comeback wins? Well, not today, it wasn't crazy, but just a crazy game.
Dramatic, yeah.
Dramatic.
Well, I got faith in our guys because, Yeah, I mean, they exhausted a lot on Monday. That was definitely a draining win, but they came back tonight. I thought we played great, and I think our team's really believing in each other now. We've been faced with some pretty bad situations in the last 2 games, and we managed to pull through. So,
what was so successful at the beginning of the game? 18-2 lead. Loud calls 2 timeouts before the quarter's even over. What do you attribute that to?
I mean, I think they missed some shots and we made some shots, and then we went a little dry there in the second and third quarter. But we definitely hit some threes there to start that opened it up. But we knew they'd come back at us.
All right, Brendan O'Connell, congratulations.
Thanks.
Great game today.
Thanks.
Great win. See you Friday.
Thanks.